Heartbeat again, there's the little face. Eye sockets are here, the mouth, the nose.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a little skeleton, of course.
Looks like a little alien.
Exactly. And there's the hand again. And there's baby's hand and arm. Again, there's the other one. Do you see the other arm and hand coming up across? You see the little fingers right there? There's the other hand. Baby's jumping up there. There it goes. Little feet down here. There's the other hand, and little feet down there.
I thought it was the umbilical cord. Those are long legs. Those are certainly not my legs.
That's tall, yes? That's, yes. So baby is,
trying to turn over.
Baby's moving around, yeah.
Oh,
see the legs and the booty, the rumps up in the air? Can you see that? Oh my goodness, baby's having a good time in there. So baby flipped up because now the spine is up. Before the spine was down, so now the spine is up. Hard to see. But we've gotten a measurement already, but if I can see it.
That's a pretty accurate little thing.
Yes. So again, this is your placenta down here. This looks like just a little bit of a contraction, which our uterus contracts all the time. You know what that is, right? Do you know what that is?
That's the heartbeat?
Yes, that's your baby's heartbeat. Heart rate, about 155.
What's the typical?
It can be anywhere from 110 to 160. You know, some people say the higher heart rate is a boy and the lower heart rate is a girl, but that's not necessarily true. Actually, in the first trimester, most of the heart rates are somewhere up, 140, 150, somewhere around, even 160. If the baby, remember, babies aren't always moving all the time. They have what we call sleep-wake cycles. So sometimes they're, asleep. So if a girl is in a sleep cycle, her heart rate may be down. Right. If a boy is in an active cycle, his heart rate may be up. We do sort of see a trend that later on in the pregnancy of, the boys tend to have the lower heart rates and the girls tend to have the higher rates. But again, it's not hard and fast. So again, you can see all of them in that picture here, and we're going to notate that. So here's the hand. The hand here, and the other hand is coming across the face there.
It's not like a little pee-pee in between?
No, legs are down here in the feet, so you would need to be looking through there. I know you're anxious to know that, but it's really rarely that we can tell at this point. It's usually in the second trimester scan. So, but here you can see like the little skeleton face, you see the hands and arms, you see the baby's legs and the feet down there. I'm going to give you guys one of those pictures. Okay. Alrighty. So, you wanted, this is what the cord looks like, because you actually could see the pulsation.
Oh,
you see that? It's different from the baby's legs. You see the legs there? And then back to the cord. And you That's the cord. See the difference?
Mm-hmm.
That's a little stomach area. Actually, measure that. But we've gotten great measurements. You have perfect dating, especially if you had a 5-week scan. That's awesome. So when you come back for your second trimester scan, there's those hands again. Little hands. Like the cross down here by the ankles.
Yeah.
Do you see that? There's a little hand. Isn't that sweet? And we just magnified it a little bit. I'm going to take one and measure it again. There's the arms and hands again. It's across. The face and the baby's head. So when you come back for your second trimester scan, this is when we look at everything in great detail and do some of these measurements that I'm doing right now. This is just like putting a hat around your baby's head. But usually the groundwork length is what we do, which we've already done. And your measurements are coming in great. Again, with a woman who knows their last menstrual period and has a early first trimester scan, you know, you're well dated. So you see the membrane there? You see it floating, so that's, you don't want the baby on top of that when you're doing that nuclear transparency. That's how we like the baby to jump off. But isn't that pretty? You can see your amnion, the sac membrane, right here. That's the membrane. Isn't that interesting? That's the membrane sac. But you know we were over here measuring that thickness. Right, again, you can see those little feet, legs, the rump, the bottom of the spine down here. So again, grossly, things look normal, but we really can't define like kidneys and all that stuff. You can only see the long bones, legs, feet, the arms, the head, the little skeleton face. Look at little feet.
Oh my God.
Look at the feet. Isn't that sweet? Look at a hand over here moving.
Oh yeah.
Now he's stretching, he or she is stretching out those legs. Very sweet. Look at that.
Pretty long legs.
We're going to give you that one too. You see the hands?
Yeah.
The legs are all stretching out like this. Isn't that precious? We'll give you one of those too. Okay. Alright. That's a beautiful crown.
It's like you when you go rock climbing.